Grand day, amazing souls. How are you feeling? So let's jump right on into it. I was doing a new moon meditation, and I have a fact for y'all. Y'all can't disagree with this fact. um, I'm still working on my ego death. That is my fact. So I'm in meditation, and I had some questions involving my TikTok journey. Um, there were a few times where it came up, and this is just me being transparent. It came up where I'm like, okay, I don't have any support on TikTok. And, I've always had that victim mentality. I don't know why, but I felt like, oh, everybody's ignoring me and blah, blah, blah. And I guess the universe finally said, look, we tired of this shit. We so tired of this shit. And while I was in meditation this rising, I got in some pertinent information that I really truly needed because I was just having a mental bitch breakdown. Like I'm so it's so crazy because what I was shown, right? What I was shown was that TikTok, just like any platform, is a school. It's a school, right? And I have been through a couple of schools, physically and metaphorically, right? And I've been through a couple of platforms where I communicate, and the universe was able to show me something else. They said, well, you know, we could allow you to get out here and make a big grand fool of yourself because that's exactly what you do. And it was, of course they didn't say that, but this is the gist of it. And I understood it in this manner. And so they said, well, we put you through these schools so that you can master your craft, right? And I was like, wow. You know, when there are times that I question if I am being loved by the universe or if I am even thought of by the universe. Oh, look at this. The tree just started blowing out of nowhere. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear this, but like this is crazy. I feel like that's a sign for me. And I know that I am truly loved, adored. I am looked upon. I am I am truly a goat. Like that was not funny. I am a goat, right? And well, I am becoming a goat. I am a goat in training. And I'm okay with that analogy. Right? That was funny. But this is just a reminder to those who um are in a place where they're unsure of what's going on. Because doubts, they will come up. We're human. And it's okay. We're going to have our doubts. We're going to have our fears. We're going to have our questions. And just like I ask the universe my questions all the time, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, wow, a dragonfly just went by. We're going to have those. And we're still loved through them. It's okay. Right? So remember that the next time that you have your doubts and you have your fears, trust that the universe is always working in your favor. The love is unconditional. 4, 5, 6. right? Pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities because they're surely there. For me, I see the world through numbers, see the world through God. It's deep. I see the world through God's eyes. And a lot of people say, "Oh, you know, how can you see through God's eyes? You're not God." Well, I never proclaimed to be God. I said I see through God's eyes. And that means that I can see God's love in each one of us, through each one of us souls, through each one of us beings, the rabbits, the ants, not that one that just bit me. But yeah, look, everything is a school. And if you're not where you want to be right now, trust that the universe, that the divine has a great plan for you. Maybe it's because the divine don't want you to make a big fool out of yourself. Maybe it's because they got something so much bigger. They got such a huge pet. Oh, a yellowish greenish butterfly. I know my mind is somewhere else when it comes to the beautiful beings of this planet. Maybe it's a huge gift that cannot be lifted. They got to go and get a goddamn forklift. They got to get a 500 man to wrap this package and need another 100 more to tie the bow to get this right. Just never know, right? So, with that being said, know that you have a place in this space. It's so crazy because I was listening to this calming meditational outsidey watery, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, so in the comments on YouTube 707, this being said, I feel seriously so sorry for those who live in this city. And my ego wanted to just, and I said, I ain't gonna comment. I left that page, but I said, no, 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 no. I'm going to comment because, and I think I was still in my ego when I went. So when I went back, the comment popped up that if you're going to comment, please be mindful of others in this experience. And I said, okay. And then that's when it kind of calmed me down. But I politely, respectfully let that being know that we all, whether we're in the inner city, whether we're in the jungle, whether we're in the desert, we all have a place in this space. We all have an experience here, right? 757. And it does not take away from the experience because anyone is in the inner city. 808. In fact, in fact, you get a lot more experience in the city. That's just my opinion because I was growing up in the city, right? Um, but the fact remains, we're all souls experiencing this planet. It doesn't matter where you are, right? It doesn't matter if you're in the inner city, out in the countryside, out in the desert, out in the Antarctica. Peace is within the heart and the mind. And that's what I told this beautiful being. And, the intention set for that message, I affirmed that she received it or he received it in a manner that was respectful, relatable, understandable, and peaceful. So remember your place, 858. Remember your space. Remember that you have a reason for being here. It could be grand, it could be small, but it's a place. Some of us are here to just show love. Some of us are not here to experience love. Some could be here to experience the highs and the lows. I may not. So, with that being said, I love you, ladies and gents. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.